Okay, what's this? Oh my god, Blais guitars. This is what we're making. And in making these, we have to make the nuts that go in here, right there. So, that's what I'm going to show today. This is number 10. And all the wood in this guitar is 154 years old, except for this Stumac thing. It's easier to order those, but they shrink. Anyways, this is what I'm doing. Gonna go as short as possible how we make the nuts for these guitars. Here's number 7. Blue 7. Okay, so what? It's a nice guitar. Big deal. We'll get into this other stuff later. I had problems with this thing shrinking this year and last year. It's 3 years old, this thing, I think. Anyways, this is how we make them. Here's one here. The ones that I'm making now, this is an older one, look like this. Before carving, of course. And here's my material. This is my ebonies that I get from these old piano wood. This was from, there. 1901 Bluthner upright. We had the serial number for this. I don't know where it went. But anyways, this is how I make them. They have to be flattened on one side because they're beveled. And you need to run the grain direction up and down, quarter sawn, like that. That's the grain direction, up and down. Usually they are. I haven't really found any flat sawn ones too much. Only in cheap pianos. These were from real expensive pianos. So let me show what's going on here. This is sticky taped to this block of wood, which is very, very square. I use it for squaring off these ebonies. You see, we put double stick tape here to hold this here, and this side is not level. You can see the space underneath there, maybe. I don't know if you can, but you have to knock off, you have to flatten out one side so it's square to butt up against your fretboard. So what we do is we put it upside down on this, sand this down flat this way to take that bevel off and make it square, which then is put on this, a board like this, so you can run it through the bandsaw with the straight side here. Use this against your guide. See, I already cut this one just to show. And afterwards, you can get 2 conventional guitar nuts out of this if you glue them there, like they do with the ball nuts and stuff. But I want to be able to take them off with these cap screws here. It is so convenient to be able to take the nut off and repair it or replace it. Let's say if you want to change string sizes, I have a nut that will fit this guitar for 1356s or 1147s they had on here. Ooh boy. Anyways, after it's split in 2 like this, you lay them over like that. See, you got one side here, one there. This is my flat side for my bass. Get your bass out of this. I'm having a hard time with the camera here. There we go. Use the bass. And these pieces that we get. This is also one of these here that is split down. So we can turn it this way to get the quarter sawn up. And all I do after this is machined flat here, I straighten out the bandsaw marks and get this flat, which isn't too hard. Glue this on top of here with the super glue. There. Super glue it on there. And to take it off again, we'll say if you damage one of your notches, To remove this super glued piece, all I got to do is throw this in acetone for a couple hours and it falls off. So I don't have to replace my base. It's always there. So the only piece that goes bad on your nut is this little sliver of wood, which is now in the right direction for carving and shaping. If you lay it down this way, man, the chisel just wants to pull up and run into it and chip and give you a hard time, and then you break off your ends here, which really, really makes you upset. Right when you finished it, or when you're adjusting your notches, something happens. It makes it very brittle in this direction. So this way, glued on top of here, we have it. And what's nice about it is you can reverse it. And like I will repeat, you take this piece of, take this off, oh, this thing, here's one here, you know, take that off, throw that in acetone, and I can replace the nut bar, the notch bar, with this. I don't know what they call it. I'm not a luthier. Just someone who's dabbling in guitar making here. So here we go. Number 7, and there's number 11. That's how we make these nuts. Oh, well, after it's like this, all you got to do is finish up the ends, and see, I already got it drawn out under there. You can see that. Cut that on the bandsaw, screw it there, and then shape my notches. So, simple. Alright, we'll see. These videos aren't so good, but I'm going to get better at them as we go. Got a lot of explaining to do here. There's one of our early notches. Right there. Looks like a little toy. Not anymore.